come through for you and aim to inspire you, which is my newfound title, and I thought it was kind of edgy and cool. I did, I say to you, what can I tell you that you don't know? And I'm in awe. See, we just talk, you guys do. See, I'm in awe of you entrepreneurs who do these fabulous companies and platforms and lose your mind in the process. I did ERA 49 for Murat, and I called him up and I said, Murat, what does 49 mean? And he said, you're the 49th soiree for this. I said, you're kidding me, 49. Well, don't they know everything by now? And so then he asked me to do 83. So imagine, I know there's some regulars, I see some friends of mine in the audience. After 82 times, Murat, they've got to know it all, don't they? But I will tell you this, my best and only credential to stand before you is that I have seen 1,000 times 1,000 companies pitch and review them and see them. For you non-math geeks, that's 1,000,000 companies. And I have seen these mistakes over and over and over again, and that is what keeps entrepreneurs back from getting the wallet out of our pocket. And I'm amazed by this. Like, oh my God, can't they figure this out? Because there is so much help. Now there are so many successful entrepreneurs, all things online, etc. That, this is one of my signature lines. You can learn this stuff. There is no reason not to know this stuff. We're going to go through some of these. So my goal tonight is to share some of these war stories. I would like, if there's time, a few interactions. So think of your best war story on any one of these subjects. Love to hear a little quick vignette around that. And so here's my best line for success. The entrepreneurs that get the wallet out of our pocket, they know what to do and how to do it. It's almost that simple as a one line. They know what to do and how to do it. But guess what? You're not born knowing what to do and how to do it, right? And that's my signature line. You can learn this stuff. So I am here to teach you a few tricks that I saw along the way. A little bit of my background. Don't anyone use the R word on me, as in retire. Because you can use the R word for roll off. I rolled off my fund this past year, and for the first time in my life, and I'm embarrassed to tell you the number. Let me see if there's impedance if I use this. I'm embarrassed to tell you the number of how many years it took me to roll off and be on my own for the first time in my life, and I'm having a ball. I am a golf nut. Now, we don't own a car. We live in New York City. There's no golf courses here. But I have 3 brothers who are scratch golfers. So I actually believe it is in my DNA to be a great golfer. I am good for a girl. I am not great. And someday I am going to be a great golfer. So last year I had 100 days of practice and play on my game in Sedona, Arizona. And if you do anything for 100 days, you can get better at it. That's what I learned. And I had an incredible pro, a woman of course, and she was so great. And we worked together 4 days a week. And so I had a blast. And I am having more fun than ever. So 30 years I've been in the tech business since tech became tech, which has been wonderful to learn, grow, and see the world of tech evolve. I did work for a big agency in my first life after college, and that's unusual. Most VCs have this very classic financial training background. I didn't, but believe me, that's why I'm passionate that people have to know the numbers and financials. We'll talk about that. And so I think having an advertising and marketing background is a great underpinning for being an investor, because you have to learn to package, you have to learn to market, you have to know how to target customers. So I like having that. Then I was at AT&T and Bell Labs, which was a fabulous tour I'm a real closet junkie. I'm definitely, I mean, in my next life, I'm gonna have that brass rat. And if you don't know what that is, too bad for you, because I'm gonna wear one of those in my next life and have that marvelous computer science and engineering degree by training, but I'm definitely an autodidactic. I mean, love learning it and just drank it in and still drink it in, voracious reader and all that. And that's what the fun of being a VC is all about, learning about so many different platforms and technologies and what's new and how to do it. And so then at Olivetti, I was able to do 40, I was here in New York, there was nothing in New York. So we lived in Silicon Valley and 128 corridor, and I was part of 40 tech deals. I do not say this to brag, I'm showing this, telling you this to show you how I learned. I got to sit on the board with Vinod Khosla and John Doerr and the great VCs. And I like to say, I got to see the smartest of the smart and the stupid of the stupidest all at once, because believe me, it wasn't all perfect, far from it. We were in Jerry Kaplan's that first slate and computing company. I can think of many bombs, but boy, it was all, it hardened you, and it was so exciting to be part of the go-go years in Silicon Valley. And then that emboldened me to help to found Starvest. 4 of us came together, all business to business at the enterprise. And the only reason we got on the map, we were the only VCs to invest in NetSuite, behind Larry Ellison, who invented it. Because Silicon Valley said, why should we invest with Larry Ellison? And we said, 3 women sitting in New York, and we had our 1 trophy male. Hey, wait a minute, here's one of the geniuses of our time, say what you will. I was the only one with the tech background. I knew that cloud and SaaS was the long tail, and I really am proud that I helped bring that to the table. I have 3 fabulous partners, but I was proud to have my fingerprints on that. And we got to go to Larry Ellison's house and meet with him, and this was back in 2000. And wow, that put us on the map because that was a great exit. And we did about 30 or 40 cloud and SaaS-based companies. And we were one of the first to talk about that in our PPM, even though they had different names, as you know, back then. So that was kind of fun. And so that's how we grew, and we put about 400 million, we did put 400 million that we raised. So I know what it's like to raise money, and it is a pain in the butt. And I have great empathy for entrepreneurs because of that. Okay, so that's what's up. And now I am having a ball. I am on the speaking tour, and I'm doing something that just happened for me. I didn't seek this out. I don't even know if you know this. We're showing, I've been on a 10-city tour. Jeff Skoll funded us, as in the eBay billionaire, because he has made 60 movies, all with a social impact message. And he made the Marigold movies. Did you see the first exotic Marigold Hotel? Well, he's got the second one out. And before it was distributed, we were showing it in funky private screening rooms in Brussels, in London, in Dublin, in New York. We did it at the Crosby Street Hotel, which has a fun screening room. And we're showing people 50 plus that they too can start a business if they want to. And that has been thrilling. And then showing the second exotic Marigold before it was distributed. And Judi Dench says, I'm 79, I'll take the job. But here's the really fun part. See, there's 75 million of us that are baby boomers, 50 to 70. And now, actually, the Gen Xers are just getting to be 50. So there's more than the 75 million. And guess what? We're not going to stop. We've got too much fire in the belly. We want to work. We've coined the phrase the experienced economy because we've got some of us the money to fund, possibly, be in the C-suite. Why shouldn't the CFO or somebody who had magnificent roles that we've all had be in the C-suite of, we call it the young and the young at heart. So we're getting that multi-generational piece together and trying to put those people together and creating an interactive conversation about that. So, you know, and that's going to be a win-win. So we can be on your advisory board, be on your board, be in the C-suite, and we're promoting and trying to change the negative paradigm that exists about older, I hate that word, older people in workplace. So isn't that kind of cool? And we're getting a big response. And I know some of you are from Europe, and man, you guys get it. The EU was in large force at our Brussels summit. They get it in the EU. They are really preaching this and doing something about it. Because people want to work, and why shouldn't economic vitality be there for many? So that's what I've been up to. And one other thing, I really took myself out of my comfort zone, and I just did a